Hey everyone, finished watching the next VR Troopers episode, Fashion Victims. This is an okay episode, so, into the summary. First though, I want to mention VR Troopers finally gets an updated theme song. All new Shider elements are included now. Okay, moving on to the actual summary. Caitlin is looking over a computer program used to design clothes. The girl showing her the program wants Caitlin to model her new clothes, and she wants some men too. Caitlin's about to recommend Ryan and JB, but then Percy interrupts, insisting he'd be perfect, and also he just wants to meet supermodels. An older fashionista comes to take Percy away, saying he's perfect. Caitlin recommends Ryan and JB, then goes to get them, and Grimlord somehow knows what's going on with Caitlin and wants a monster that can infiltrate the upcoming fashion shoot. Caitlin comes to Tau Dojo to ask Ryan and JB to be models. They reluctantly agree. Andrea, the girl Caitlin was talking to earlier about the modeling, gets attacked by Skuggs and is put under an evil spell. Just as the troopers are off to the fashion shoot, Ryan gets a call from Tau asking him to cover a karate class. JB and Caitlin go, and Ryan says he'll be along as soon as he can. At the fashion shoot, we get a cheesy montage with Andrea taking pictures of JB and Caitlin, and it goes on for quite a while. Like, I'm wondering, were they running short in this or something? Or maybe they just thought it was a cool idea. Some Skuggs crash the event, and we even get a new Skuggs song. I like the old Skuggs song better, but it is a nice change, I guess. Like, I don't know if this is what we're gonna stick with till the end of the show, but I would like to have the old Skugg music back. The Skuggs wrap JB and Caitlin up in fabric, trapping them and disabling them from reaching their virtualizers. The new monster, Silkoid, appears and cocoons the troopers. Ryan makes it to the fashion shoot and sees two large cocoons. Andrea acts suspicious, so Ryan tries to contact the others. He can't do it, so he calls Professor Hart, and Professor Hart says he can't contact them either. Ryan tries to leave, but then Doommaster and the Vixens stop him. He transforms and fights them off. He goes inside and takes a sample of the silk cocoons to take to the lab. Professor Hart analyzes the silk and discovers its origin. On top of that, he discovers that anyone trapped inside will mutate into a silkworm monster themselves. How does he... Whatever, moving on. Doommaster lifts the spell off Andrea and hands her to Silkoid, who begins to wrap her in a cocoon because... Oh, right, the Japanese footage. Ryan tracks them down and frees Andrea. After a brief but kinetic fight, Oraclon teleports Ryan to the Fractal Zone, which is, I guess, virtual reality? I don't know why they had to change the name, whatever. Silkoid traps Ryan in a cocoon, but he lasers himself out. Ryan defeats the monster, causing the cocoons to disintegrate. Later, Andrea shows off her new designs to the troopers, and they're all inspired by the troopers' armor. We see what the older fashionista had in mind for Percy. She designs clown clothes. Alright. So then, we see the end credits have new Shider stuff added as well, and this is a pretty meh episode. There's a lot going on, it's all well done, it works fine, but it's just not that different from the 50-plus Season 1 episodes and Season 2 episodes we've had previous. I do like the updated opening and ending, and I kind of wish they'd also updated the theme song. Because the theme song is a bit grating to listen to over and over again. Grimlord is going back to his roots. The troopers are doing something. I should do that too. Yep, that's Grimlord's thing, definitely. This really feels like a really early Season 1 episode. Like, I guess maybe in between seasons, the writers got a bit of a refresh, and now they're back in form and all ready to write very early Season 1 style episodes. The characters here all get nice moments. Even Percy's bits turn out okay. The editing of the Silkoid footage is handled well. It's all fine. It's competent. The Shider fight footage fares a little less. It's quick and shaky and doesn't really match the way anything else is shot in the episode. Though being quick and shaky does help to hide the fact that these are completely different actors playing Doommaster and especially the Vixens. Grimlord has a reason to give up this time. Silkoid's defeated. His whole plan hinged on Silkoid. Hopefully this sticks around. Season 1 was no stranger to Grimlord just giving up because the runtime was met. one of the really weird things in this episode, Ryan's father doesn't appear in this episode at all. We even have Ryan at the beginning and ending doing the little reminiscing thing. So it's almost like his father was never found and freed at all. And part of me wondered if this episode was originally written to be in season 1, but then they had to switch things up for season 2, but the silkworm is a Scheider monster. It all revolves around Scheider footage, so it must have been written for season 2. They just haven't really changed their writing style at all from season 1. I mean, if season 1 had begun with Scheider footage instead of Metalder footage, this episode could have totally fit there. There's no reason otherwise that it needs to be in season 2. So yeah, this is a kind of a disappointing follow-up to Quest for Power, which was like big and different and felt like there was going to be some change happening, but nah, it's the same as season 1, but it is nice to have like some different characters in there. Instead of the typical old Grimlord, Icebot and Ivar, Decimator and all those guys, we have Doommaster, Oriclon, Despara, the Vixens, and the Ultra Scugs, and those things change things up enough to keep it fresh. If I was a little kid, I can see this, like, episode being exciting to me, because, like, wow, all this different stuff is in there now, and it's different from season 1. As an adult, though, like, I can definitely see that they could have done more with this, but for what it is, it's fine. So that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.